Hey guys, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday evening. I don't get to go live in the evening very often because my internet doesn't work very well, but it looked like it was doing okay tonight. So wanted to pop in here and show you guys how to create these really fun shaker Christmas ornaments. So you guys know that shaker cards are like all the rage right now, and we've been doing tons of them in Close to My Heart World, and especially at the Studio Sue's. And so today I was trying to find, I was preparing a gift, and this was something that I really wanted to try. So before we get going too awful further, I want to tell you guys, speaking of shaker cards, Close to My Heart just announced to consultants probably an hour and a half ago that, hey Tanya, thanks for hopping in guys, and Terry and Lynn. But Close to My Heart just announced a couple hours ago that they had some of the holiday sparkle kits left over from the October campaign. So they've now made those reorderable right there on our website. So you'll just need to go to the shopping website, susanwilliams.ctmh.com, and then search for Holiday Sparkle, and you guys will be able to get those, the Holiday Sparkle kits that we showcased all last month, and the stamp set, and all of that good stuff. So here is just like a really quick, if we have anybody new joining us, here are just some of the jazzed up versions that I did in my kit. There were lots of tutorials, lots of techniques that I showed you guys all last month how to create with these cards. So if you want to learn how to create any of those, you guys can just tune in right over to the videos tab right here on my business Facebook page. Here's some of that really fun dyed sugar inside a shaker card, shaker window, but lots of really fun stuff that we did with those cards, and you guys can jazz them up too. And like I said, I did a tutorial for every single one of these cards. You can find them right here on my business page, and you guys can learn how to create those yourself. But you have one last chance to grab the Holiday Sparkle card kit. So you guys just need to hop over to the website, search for Holiday Sparkle, and you'll be able to get your own of the shaker card kits. And like I said, they've actually alerted us there's just a few left. They're just trying to sell out the rest of the inventory. So hop over and grab that. If you missed it in October, you still have a little bit more of a chance. So leading us into the project that we're going to do this evening, you guys, I tell you what, these are absolutely precious. This is not even my daughter, and she's precious enough to put on my Christmas tree. You guys know that Cody, Codeman, is a special needs kiddo, and so he has a para at school, and his para is having a birthday next week. So we wanted to make something really special for her, and so I went and I grabbed a few pictures of her daughter. If you guys are a local person and you know who she is, please don't spoil it. I'm probably making a mistake doing this video before I'm giving these to her because I know she's really going to love them, and I want her to be surprised when she opens it. So if you guys know who it is, please don't share this with her. Don't tell her that you saw this, okay? I want it to be a surprise. But this is her darling, darling daughter, and what we've done is we made some really fun Christmas tree ornaments using her photos. And so I'm going to show you guys how easy they are to create using just a few of the supplies that you probably already have in your stash. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and get started. You guys are going to need the Thin Cuts shaker circle and frame and confetti set. So as you guys know, all of the shaker elements are found on page 135 of the new idea book, and this 4-die set is only $21.95. So it's a really great value, and you are going to be able to do, oh my gosh, so much stuff with these things, you guys. This, incidentally, is a 3-inch circle, so it's larger than the other basic circles that we have. So you're not getting a duplicate circle. This is larger. This is the stitched frame that created the black frame around the outside of the ornament here, and then you have the optional confetti. And of course, I did use the heart die here to create matching confetti using some canary cardstock, which of course is the yellow. These pictures were taken actually by a good friend of mine, and they were in a sunflower patch, and so the canary yellow matched really perfectly with the background there in the photos. So I love the way that they have kind of orchestrated the shaker cards in Close to My Heart World, that we were able to very easily customize every portion of the window, from the colors of the cardstock to you know, the backing, to the confetti inside. Just lots of really fun stuff that we were able to do. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you guys how to create these start to finish. So this is very easy. If you have a photo, if you would like to do a photo, now I will tell you, this has kind of led into a lot of really fun stuff. I'm actually started another set of some fun can't even talk, y'all. Some fun photos for some other Christmas gifts this year for some of our family. So I've been working on a few more of those. So you guys are probably going to see more projects of these as Christmas gets closer. They're quite addicting and they're very, very easy to create. Hey, Debbie and Lynn, thanks for hopping in, guys. So, I did also use the backing here. You guys will see this large gold flower. This is just our close to my heart glitter paper. And what I did was I found a shape on one of my Cricut cartridges because I didn't have a thin cut that was larger than the frame here. So I wanted to have something that provided a really pretty, something that was really going to stand out backing to my ornament. And so I found on the art booking Cricut cartridge. It's on page 48 and it's this big floral image here and I cut that at 4 inches real dial size, okay? So if you guys would like to recreate these just how I've recreated them, you can use the icon on page 48 of the art booking at 4 inches tall. So, I've already cut the 4th one of those, so it's ready to go. What I have not done yet is cut the frame and the flower. So this is the 4th photo that I'm going to use for her ornaments. And I'm probably just going to run them through the Cuttlebug at the same time. I think they're both going to fit. Adding the photo down here. And you guys will notice many times when you see my videos, I usually have a piece of washi tape on some of my dies. And that's on purpose because when I lay my die down, I don't want it to... My gosh, isn't she precious? Look at those eyes. She's so precious. Her mama has really pretty eyes too, so I'm not surprised. But I want, whenever I pick up my platform, I don't want my die to shift. I need it to stay in this specific space here. So I use a little bit of washi tape. The washi tape's not going to harm the photo. It's not going to harm any of your cardstock or anything that you're actually attaching it to because it's a low tack tape and it's going to come right back off without pulling up or tearing your photo or your paper or anything like that. So I'm also going to put, we have the circle down and I'm going to put the black cardstock down. And this, of course, is my stitch die for my frame. And so we're going to leave both of those right there. And I'm going to take it over to my Cuttlebug, which is just right next to my desk. I don't normally cut on my desk because it makes my camera shake a little bit. And I'm afraid it makes you guys kind of dizzy. So just running it through here. Crank, crank, crank. You guys, I'm so excited about this project. I can almost hear her squealing now. When I think about her opening up this little box for her birthday, I can hear her squeals now. I'm so, so excited. I'm going to send it with Cody to school to give to her. And so I'm not going to get to watch her reaction, but I can hear her squealing now. She's going to love it. I know it. I have no doubt. And that's the best part about a handmade gift because they are going to know that you place a lot of time and effort into it, and it makes it even more enjoyable that way. So I think she's probably gonna really enjoy having these on her tree this year. Her and her husband both probably. Okay, so done with that part. Get all of this cleared out of the way. So then, guys, we're just basically going right through, and I'm continuing with. I know, Cheryl, wouldn't you if someone gave you a present that had photos of your daughter in it that was this adorable and cute? Wouldn't you be excited too? I would squeal. I would absolutely squeal. So here are our shaker foam and acetate windows, guys. You can buy these. They're also on page 135 of the idea book. You're going to get 6 sets in there. So you'll be able to make 6 shaker windows with that one package. And I'm trying something different with my shaker foam. This is not my favorite way to do it, but I want to show you guys different ways to create these so you can decide which way is easiest and best for you, okay? So what we're going to do, my friend Chris is the one that had told me this a while back, and it works. This part works really well. If you take your piercing tool and you run it in between the foam circle here, you're going to loosen up those fibers. There are a few fibers that kind of hang up in here, and so you want to get them perfectly loose because the outside portion of this is all you're going to use for the shaker window. These little squares in here are just leftovers, and you can use them on other projects. So you guys probably, if you start making a lot of these shaker cards, you're not going to have to buy foam tape for a while. And I use a lot of foam tape, but I have not had to buy any foam tape since I started this. So I'm just running my piercing tool around here to loosen up those fibers. Now this is the part that's different. I don't usually do it this way, but I'm taking off while it's still on the main platform. I'm taking off the sticky layer on the outside. We are going to place the photo upside down, okay? Keeping it on the circle here is going to preserve the circular shape of the foam tape. However, whenever I do this, hang on. Okay, we're peeling it off like that. However, when I do this, I can't ever seem to get it to go to the outside of the photo, so I always have to trim it off, which isn't like a huge crazy deal. It's just that when I create them, when I take the circle off of the foam, the original foam circle shape, I don't usually have to cut this much of my photo off. So I think the other way works best for me, but I wanted to show you guys this way just in case it worked well for you. So now we have, we're ready for our loose sequins, and we're kind of keeping this, we're kind of keeping these shaker windows a little bit. They're just kind of, they're not a whole bunch of extra craziness in there. We're going to add a few of the gold loose sequins. Again, you guys can find a gold assortment and a silver assortment on page 135 of the idea book. And we're going to add a few of the canary yellow heart confetti. So I love, again, I will mention it again, I love that we can pick which colors of the insides we want to use to match whatever our project is. So I grabbed that yellow and it matches perfectly with her little sunflowers. And so here's my acetate window, guys, and there is a protective layer on one side. So the easiest way for me is to just take my piercing tool and I just scrape right up here to the top. Don't scrape here in the middle because you're going to scratch it, and if the piercing tool will scratch the acetate window, and you don't want a big scratch on your window. So if you scratch it up here at the top, your frame's going to cover it up. So if you go through and push too hard, it's not going to show at all. So we peeled off that decorative layer, or the protective layer, and we're just adding it right down on top of the ornament. Oh my gosh. This is my favorite part, you guys. I love it. I love it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're going to add our black ring. And of course, you all know I do love that. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate that. I absolutely love this little black shimmer pin. If you guys do not have the shimmer brushes, you are missing out. It's just a great way to add shimmer and sparkle to your projects without the mess of glitter. Like with all of that craziness, that's all you do. You just color around it and boom, you have sparkles. So it's going to dry practically instantly, so you're not going to have to worry about setting it aside. So it's going to, we're going to flip it over, have a little bit of liquid adhesive. Okay, the liquid adhesive is best, in my opinion, to use when you guys are adding the frame to the top of the shaker window, because they give a little bit of forgiveness time. You have this smidge of a time where if you don't get it exactly perfectly centered on top of your ornament, or on top of your shaker element, you can kind of slide it around, move it around just a little bit without ripping anything. If this wasn't a liquid adhesive, once you put it down, you're going to have to worry about pulling it up, and you're going to take the chance of ripping it, and you don't want to do that, of course. So we are going to place it on top of the window and slide it where it needs to go. And then you guys have seen me do that before. I like to just place a little quick ink pad there for just a quick moment. It's going to allow it to dry really even and really flat, and kind of help that entire shaker element to be pretty firm and flat instead of kind of bubbling just a little bit, which it tends to do occasionally when you're using a photo, I have noticed. Hey Roxanne, thanks for hopping in, darling. Okay, so while that's setting for just a moment, you guys, you have probably noticed the three-dimensional bows here, and they are very dimensional. They're very, very cute. They have some gold foil printing on them, and they just are precious, okay? So you guys are probably thinking, oh my word, where did you get those? They're not in the idea book. Well, Frugal Girl Ways. If you guys have not looked at the clearance section lately, you need to run right there and do it. They added some of these older fundamental assortments that we had several years ago to the clearance section, and guess what? they're only $3.25. They have, I believe there are nine different colors, if I remember correctly, 9 different colors. They were originally, when they came out in our idea book, they were $9.95. So they were about $10, and now they marked down to $3.25. But oh my gosh, they are the coolest things ever. So if y'all are going to place your orders to grab some of the supplies, either for the Grateful Heart card making workshop that I just released today, or if you guys want to grab the October stamp of the month so you can get the kit for free and the stamp for only $5. You know, while you guys are placing your order, always check the clearance aisle because they add so many fun things there and they never usually alert us. It's usually just a surprise. So I usually look at least every day, but they have lots of different colors. And so I grabbed a bunch of colors that were going to match papers and projects that I was working on right now. So I want to show you guys really quickly. Again, we're still letting you don't have to let it dry this long, but it gives me a chance to be windy, okay, and talk to you about some of this. But what these kits are made of is you've got a 6x6 inch set of pre-cut glitter shapes. They have adhesive on the back. So of course you guys can see where I've used some of the stars. I'm not sure if my lighting will allow us to see. It might work a little better looking at the back. But there are multi-sized circles here and triangles, stars, and hearts. And so you have oh, thank you, Wendy. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys are having a safe trip and your husband is not too super annoyed with my ramblings as well. So you guys have this 6x6 inch sheet of the adhesive backed glitter shapes that I have already used several of them, as you can see. You're going to get a little package of wooden adhesive back shapes. They already have adhesive on the back of them, but they have some gold foil printing on the front there as well. These are super fun to add like to scrapbook pages and that type of thing. And then you have a package of 8 clips. And so this particular set that I'm looking at is white and gold assortment. And these are white clips with gold foil printing. These are super fun to add to projects. And then, of course, my favorite, you get the bows. And there were 6 bows in each of the sets, but I've already used 4 of them, of course. So here you can see the gold and the white bows that have the gold foil printing on them as well. And they are dimensional and they have adhesive on the back as well. So that is what you're going to get in these little assortments. And they have several different colors, you guys. I think there are 9, if I remember correctly. But just a really great value to add onto your order. So originally $10, they're marked down to $3.25. I don't think that they're going to last long. So I do encourage you guys, if you would like to grab some, to grab them pretty darn quickly. Hey, Alicia, thanks for tuning in, darling. So now that our circle is fairly dry, what we're going to do is we're grabbing a little bit of this white and gold skinny ribbon. This is currently my very favorite ribbon that we have in our product line right now. And so I have been using about 8.5 inches. I'm measuring it. You can't see it's below my camera, but I'm measuring it down here on the grid lines of my Versamat. And so I've measured out the portion. And the reason why I just took note of measuring my ribbon is because since they were Christmas ornaments, I kind of wanted them to all hang about the same length. I wanted the toppers here to be about the same, so they looked pretty uniform. So that is really the only reason why I measured my ribbon. It's not really necessary for you to do that, but like I said, I wanted them to all be uniform. So what we're going to do is here is my the back gold piece here that we're going to use, and I'm just going to add my handy dandy glue dots. Again, y'all know I'm like crazy, ridiculously obsessed with glue dots, but I have a glue dot here on my roll right there, as you can see, and so I'm just placing it right up here near the top of this little gold medallion here, okay? And so all that's going to do is give a place for my ribbon that I'm going to just kind of exit over just a little bit like this, and you're never even going to see it. It's going to be underneath the photo here. No one's ever going to see it, but we are adding it down this way, and it's going to, the glue dot is going to hold it perfectly, so you don't even have to worry anymore about it, okay? So then next we're going to flip our photo over, grab that liquid adhesive one more time, and you guys are going to, you just let this sit for just a little while, and the glue, I am adding quite a little bit because we're adhering it to glitter paper, and the glitter paper, of course, doesn't want to hold together quite as easily as the regular cardstock onto that plastic like we did on that frame. So I am adding quite a little bit of liquid glass there. And we're going to flip it over. Oh my gosh, isn't she precious? Oh my gosh, she's precious. Her eyes are just adorable. I'm telling you guys, she's not even my daughter, and she's cute enough to go on my Christmas tree. I know her mama will love this. I know she will love it. Okay, so adding that down again, setting that little ink pad back on there. Let's see. Okay, and I wanted to keep these uniform, so I used 2 gold bows, and here is the white one. We're going to use the other white one, so we have 2 of each. She totally is, Alicia, and if don't share this video, don't say anything to her mama, because it's a surprise for her. Her birthday is next week, and Cody let the cat out of the bag, and of course you guys know she's Cody's para at school, and so Cody let the cat out of the bag, telling me that it came home telling me that it was her birthday, and I said, well, we'll have to make her something really cool for her birthday, so it's a surprise, and I'm probably crazy for doing this video now before I give them to her, for fear of her happening. I don't know that she has ever even seen my business page, but I'm hoping, like, oh my gosh, I hope an Osceola person doesn't share it or say something to her about it, but I had to do the video before I gave them to her, because then I wouldn't be able to show you guys. So I had to do the video now. But I think she totally will absolutely love them. I think she'll absolutely love them. So, and they were fun to make. They were totally fun to make. So we're just took the little bow off of the backing there, and it's just going to stick right on top of that frame, guys. So again, I'm going to let them dry for just a little while. And these 3 that I made earlier today are already, they've sat out long enough. So I just had like a little gift box and little bit of yellow matching tissue paper. Because, like, that's how we roll, right? We got a color coordinator around the place. I just think she's going to love them, you guys. They turned out so great, and nobody would ever even know how quick these were to create. So if you guys have a loved one that might really enjoy some Christmas ornaments like this to decorate their tree, just hook me up, like catch me, and I will help you get the supplies that you guys need, and we will get these on the way to you. So I think that I don't know, I just can't quit looking at them. I'm almost going to be sad to give them away because they are so darling. They're just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have questions about any of this, or if you guys start to create your own and you have struggles and you have questions, you just have to shout at me, okay? I'm always happy to help. This is my full-time job. I do this all day long, every day. So just yell at me and I'll be glad to help you guys. And if you have questions, just please post them underneath the video. Janice, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Post them underneath the video, or if you guys want to message me, you're welcome to do that as well. But I'm always happy to help. And just think how much fun you guys could have creating really great, personalized Christmas gifts for your loved ones this year. It's not too late. We have plenty of time to create these, leading into the holiday season. So, send me your questions, send me your comments. I'm always happy to help. And, thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I'm so grateful. I hope you guys, have a good Thursday, and I'll talk to you soon.